I was born in Winkler, England, quite close to Windsor Castle, in 1919. And I came to Canada with my parents when I was 9 months old. And I grew up in a little village called Jarrett. And from then on, I just went to school. I didn't like school, but I had a favorite aunt, so I used to go to her place rather than go to school. She didn't have any family of her own, so she helped raise me. And my mother wasn't very happy about it, but I confided everything in my aunt. My name is Lillian Vaughan, and this is the story of my life. I completed grade school, but I never went to high school or colleges. Well, my father worked for Weston's Bakery. He worked on the midnight shift, and he was coming home, and my mother usually walked part way and met him. He rode a bicycle, and but this one night my mother couldn't meet him, and he was riding on his bicycle home, and a doctor was driving home, and he was intoxicated. He hit my father, killed him right there and then. But that's the story of my life. Some good moments and some bad moments. I eventually married. We both worked at in the same factory at those times. And I stole him away from another girl. We were married in a small church in Toronto, and it was called St. Edmund's Anglican Church. I think I just said we were getting married. I can't remember that he proposed to me. I had a son, and then I went back to work, and I worked in a pen factory. And I had held quite a high position in that. I worked myself up, I enjoyed it. And then I left there and I went to Kellogg's, the cereal place. At that time it was Salada Tea. And I was there probably 10 or 12 years. My husband retired, and then I retired. I was 63 when I retired. The following August, my husband passed away. And then I took up volunteer work. I learned to drive the car when I was 63. I had a good life. I've been on my own a lot, but the last 11 years I've been with Jen and Brian. Done a lot of craft work, and I love to knit, and I attend craft shows. And I love to travel. I've had 2 cruises, and I've enjoyed every moment of it. I wish I had more years to travel with it, you know. Oh, and I received a speeding ticket one day before I was 90 years old. I forgot about that. I was quite proud to commit. That was the only speeding ticket I ever had. Yeah. When Jen was born, I was quite satisfied with what we had, but it was when she had her daughter, I wanted a grandson. Then Abby came along, and I remember her coming home. They brought her home from the hospital. I wouldn't part with Abby for anything now. She's my spice of life. She keeps me young. Come down in the evening after her daddy leaves for work. She will come down and spend 20 minutes, maybe half an hour, and tell me what she's done during the day, and then we discuss things that I don't think her mother approves of her telling me. But she's my pal. She would come down and she'd make a mess, and I would say to her, "And you clean that up." And she would go right upstairs, and she told her parents that she was never going down to Mimi's again. And then 5 or 10 minutes later, she'd ask them if she could come back down. She's been my pride and joy. I find I'm very fortunate. Jennifer is mine. She's not just my granddaughter, she's mine. And she and her dad have been very good. I'm very fortunate to have the two of them. You know, I know I've got Abby and I've got Brian. No, I'm getting silly. However, I don't feel 95. I don't feel that. And I still get down on the floor and wash my kitchen floor on my hands and knees. I love to do my own cooking, and I love just to make my meals and sit on the Chesterfield and watch soap opera or something like that. I like to speak my mind. But I'm forgiving. I like my own way, but I'm not extra stubborn. And I love to spend money. The difficult things of my life is giving up driving. I fought with my doctor for about 5 years. And I took all kinds of tests and I passed everything. And then I just decided it was enough, it was time. And I gave up driving and sold my car and spent the money, which was fun. I had a happy marriage. I wished, of course, that my husband and I had more time together. That was very difficult to take, but those things always are. But that's kind of it, you know. I've had a happy life. Never had a lot of money, but had some great times. I've got a wonderful family to look back on. That's the story of my life.